The Boston Celtics defeated the Knicks 127 to 102 to avoid elimination on their home court. They're still down 3-2 in the series, but you never want to get eliminated at home. If you do get eliminated, you want it to be on the road. That way you preserve some pride. Boston showed a lot of heart and pride in this game that they battled hard and they prevailed. They showed, like Rudy Tomjanovich always says, the heart of a champion in this game, despite not having their best player in Jason Tatum. They could have easily quit, but they refused to give up. So you got to respect that. I give them credit for hustling, playing hard, playing relentless throughout this game. I found this game interesting in the sense that when you look at the box score, it's 127 to 102, and you would think that the Knicks just got blown out from start to finish. But if you actually watch this game, the first half was very competitive. Heading into halftime, both teams were tied 59 to 59. And I was thinking, well, this game will be close, but the Knicks will probably pull this off since they're now down early in this game, that they have a tendency, if the game is close in the fourth, to win it, and it'll probably be a close game, so the Knicks would win. I was wrong about this. Heading out of the heading into the third quarter, the Celtics won that quarter. They dominated that quarter, but it was just like a weird run. I think there was a sequence of events. There's an event where Jaylen Brown, I think, grabbed Josh Hart's nuts, and then Hart shoved him. They got technicals. I think that triggered a run from that point on. I just remember that at one point in time in the third quarter, the Celtics were up 68 to 67. And then they went on this ridiculous 13-1 run where they ended up being up 81 to 68. That run was triggered by Derrick White three-pointer, and then him getting fouled behind the three-point line, hitting 3 free throws, a Pritchard three-pointer. That's just when all hell had broken loose. And once they got up 81 to 68, they just never looked back. They never relinquished the lead, and they held strong. For the Celtics, I would say both Derrick White and Jaylen Brown had great games. Derrick White, to me, was the X factor in this game. He was amazing. He shot 9 of 16 from the field, 7 of 13 from 3. That's just absurd shooting. Like, if he keeps it up, then the Celtics could possibly steal another game. But I don't think it's possible for him to keep playing like this. Like, Derrick White, I feel the last few games has been playing like Stephen Curry in this series, that his shooting is unreal. Granted, he was a good three-point shooter for the regular season. I think he shot 38 from 3, but I don't know how long he can keep this up. He's hitting some ridiculous shots, some contested, some open. He is a streaky player. I remember when he played for the Spurs as a Spurs fan, he would have stretches where he would play like this for 7 or 8 games, and then he would have 7 or 8 games where he was complete garbage. So I just wonder how the Knicks are going to approach him. If I was the Knicks, the next game, I would just double team him and force Jaylen Brown to hit the open threes. Jaylen Brown is not a good three-point shooter. He only shot 32 from 3 for the season, but you got to get the ball out of Derrick White's hands. He's just hitting his shots left and right. Dare someone else to step up. That's what I would do if I was the Knicks. The other thing about this game I would say is that Porzingis, again, was complete trash. He's battling some weird illness, some virus we don't know about. So I expect him to be garbage for the rest of the series. I bring this up because in this game it didn't really matter due to Luke Cornett channeling the inner spirit of Dikembe Mutombo. He was like Luke Mutombo in this game. He had 7 blocks. That's a fluky defensive game by Cornett. He's not a good shot blocker. He only averages 1 block a game. For him to get 7 blocks is insane. He overachieved with the shot blocking in this game. He also got 9 rebounds. For the regular season, I believe he's only averaging, I think, about 5 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's only averaging 5 rebounds a game. So he got 9 rebounds. He nearly doubled that. And trying to think what else he overachieved in. He had 10 points for the regular season. He's only averaging 6, so he overachieved in that category. Overall, he overachieved throughout this whole entire game. It was very fluky, but he had a huge impact off the bench for the Celtics with his production. I don't think they win this game without his defensive effort, his hustle, and everything he was giving. The Knicks can counter him the next game. I have faith in them that they will, but he was a huge part. Him off the bench, Jaylen Brown and Derrick White were huge as starters. And I would say Drew Holiday had a solid game too. Al Horford, the old guy, was very solid in this game. But I think this game was just a pride game in which the Celtics played out of their ass without Tatum, but I don't think they can maintain that in this series. Now on the Knicks side, you look at how Jalen Brunson fouled out of this game with 6 fouls. I don't think that's going to happen again. Cat had a solid game, but I think he also suffered from foul trouble. So I expect that not to be the case once they get to the Garden, that they're going to be in foul trouble. But like I said, this game was lost in the third quarter, and the Knicks could just never come back from it. And that was the main issue here. I do believe that they will be better in Game 6, and they'll close out the series in Game 6 at the Garden. Now, one final thing I had to say, it was funny to see the Celtics do hack a Mitch and him actually hit all his free throws. And you would think with Mitch hitting his free throws in this game that they would have won, but no, it wasn't good enough. But I just had to point that out. So you give credit to the Celtics. They showed a heart of a champion. Now the Knicks just need to close this out and not waste time. You don't want to lose the next game, then go to Boston where anything could be possible, even a fluke win by Boston. They should just be serious, businesslike for Game 6. Close it out. Just end it as soon as you can. I think they will, but we'll see.